Okay, we are live. Welcome, Kickball fans. We're here for our 2016 Pillow Talk podcast for the Jacksonville Kickball Open. I'm filling in for your normal host, Whitney Lauren, as I have her Whitney Lauren glasses on. My name is Casey Johnson, and I'll be joined here by Lauren Noce. Also,
Hi, Lauren Noce.
Lauren Noce, you're the wrong. Oh, there's two of them now. It's so confusing. Also, the real Lauren Noce plays for High Beams, and then we have Lauren Saunders joining us, who is pretending to be Lauren Noce. She's better known as Phyllis, and she plays for the Bombshells. And we're also going to have someone a little late joining us. We have Ashley Semler, who plays with Lip Service. She just ended a soccer game, so who knows when she's going to jump on. But we're going to go ahead and jump into it. We're going to go over the pools real quick. So I'm going to have each one of you review the pools that you're in. Ashley was in Pool A, so I can go ahead and go over that one first. But with Pool A, we have, I'll say it properly, A-Na instead of A-Na. We have Lip Service, Kegels and All In. Actually, since I want to talk, oh, here we go. Perfect.
I'm here.
Oh, hi.
Can you see me?
After a soccer game
can.
than I do.
Oh, I look awful. Actually, I'm going to set my phone away, and you guys, Jimmy's going to hate me for the shirt I'm going to put on, so pause.
Why do you have to put the phone away?
Because I don't want you to bust out your lady boner.
Yeah, but you have.
Driving the rating.
But I'm Lauren Noce, so I don't see nothing.
All right, so while she changes, let's skip Pool A because that's what she was going to go over. Let's jump to Pool B, which is a pool that both of you are in. In Pool B, we have the Bombshells, we have the High Beams, Transformers, and Troublemakers. So, Phyllis, why don't you go first and let me know your thoughts on the pool.
Okay, so High Beams, they're an old friend of ours. I feel like we always battle it out with the High Beams. They're always good competition. Since they picked up the Voodoo Doll girls, I think that that merge is pretty interesting because I love the Voodoo Dolls. I think they're a great team too. So I know they didn't do as well as they wanted to in the GKO, but Lisa Newton and Danny Brock, that's a dangerous mix. And I think if they figure each other's routes and work together, that they could be pretty successful and they could go far. Transformers, I found out that GKO, they're a newer team. They, I think that was their first tournament, and they're out of Atlanta. But I heard they have a lefty charger, so that'll be interesting. And I heard she has a cannon, and they have a lot of speed on that team. So definitely not a team you want to sleep on for sure. And Troublemakers, they have, I think, Cora, Maria, some mix. I think it's between VA Hustle girls and some South Florida girls. So I think that's an available team. I'm not sure if they're going to roll with it, but they're a newer team. And as always with availables teams, it's just, are you going to gel quick enough in elims and get that started? So definitely not an easy pool, but I think it'll be a good pool, and I'm looking forward to these games. So.
Excellent analysis. Real quick with the High Beams, you could say as they were disappointed with their performance in GKO, but they did actually go 3-0 in pool play. I believe they beat Most Wanted, and did you guys beat the Union in pool play as well?
No, DMV.
We didn't play the
DMV. So they beat Most Wanted in DMV, and they actually had to play the Union in the first round of single elim. So pretty got a tough draw there, but they did have a pretty good showing there.
Yeah.
All right, Noce, let's go ahead and have you break down the same pool as well.
I mean, who can follow Phyllis with that? But I agree with most of that stuff. So Bombshells has always had a good reputation, so obviously they're expected to do well. As far as High Beams, we have a very small roster, so I think
What's that bringing, like 11, I think, right?
10.
Oh, rolling dirty.
New thing.
So, I mean, it's a good 10 though. So, I mean,
10's the magic number, isn't it?
so we should be able to produce a lot of runs with. Transky said they're a new team. They look like I was looking at some of their scores, uh, run with VJs, and I mean, they're a great team. So they'll be some
No, you still there? You're cutting out on us a little bit.
yeah, I'm still there.
Okay.
Okay. Troublemakers, they're an available team, and so it looks like a lot of South Florida girls on that. And doesn't look like, just clicking on their names, that they have a lot of circuit experience in the women's, so that should be interesting. So it might make for, again, difficult to get out of, to advance very far with a newer team. They look like they have more co-ed experience, though, so maybe they can use that in their favor.
Yeah, definitely. I think the cream of the crop in this pool is obviously Bombshells and High Beams. Transformers, they're a team to look out for. I know that they took All In into extra innings in GKO, and All In is a team that had Empire beat going into the last inning, and went into extra innings and lost that game. So those two teams are very solid. They may not have much circuit experience, but they play a lot of kickball live, in Atlanta. So definitely solid teams. And then I know Troublemakers. I know Maria, who plays on co-ed with me, told me that I think she said Kirsten was her coach. I don't know if she was confused on that because I didn't see Kirsten as coach on the roster, but it's definitely
Curry should be their coach.
Okay, maybe that's who she was thinking of.
So maybe she said Curry.
Okay.
He's from Baton Rouge, so.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's jump to Ashley, and we're gonna have you go do a review of Pool A. Once again, to review, we have ANA, Lip Service, which is your team, Kegels, and All In. So let's go ahead and let's hear it from you.
All right. Well, the last time, we've only played Kegels once that I know of. Last year was my first year playing. But it was a fun game that we played against them. I don't think we'll have much trouble, but I mean, you never know. There's teams that come up and they surprise you. So I think we'll get a win on that, but we're definitely going to have to work on it. We've lost players and trying to gain people, and it's been tough this year. But ANA, okay, is it pronounced ANA or ANA?
It's ANA.
It's
like,
ANA.
You got it.
No, it's hey now. Hey now.
So I've never played against them. I got to watch them play a little bit during women's because I didn't get to play much. I have a pinched nerve in my shoulder, but they're definitely a threat. That, to be honest, I don't know if we'll win that game, but it's going to be a lot of work if we want to make a dent with them. They're good. I did notice that they're down 5 players from GKO, but I don't know who they're missing exactly. So I don't know if they're missing any key players or whatnot, but they're a good team and definitely can't be taken lightly on. And then All In, I've never heard of them. I know in GKO, I believe they placed, what is it? Was it 14th or 19th?
Yeah, they actually played the Empire in the.
Yeah, they placed 19th, and then they ended up beating a 14th seed, and then they went and played against you guys. But
right.
Did that go into extra innings?
Yeah, they had us beat the entire game. We were down 3-1 the entire game and forced into extras. But that team is really good, really, really good.
Yeah, I think.
Pool in GKO too. I mean, just saying that we were in their pool, most wanted and DMV. So.
Yeah.
Can't really count them out because of their GKO.
Yeah, no, definitely. All of us women wish that we had more game film to watch, but go figure. If only. But I don't think we don't have that easy of a pool. We'll see. We added some new girls. That was the one tournament we played in, but it'll be surprising. I think we'll pull through, but you never know.
Yeah, I actually think that you guys have. If there was a pool of death, I think this would be the one. You have ANA, who has won the GKO 2 years in a row now, and they're coming off a big win. they may be a little light on people, but you know they're going to have their best people there. I was really impressed with lip service. We played them in our first game in GKO. I thought we wouldn't have any issues with them just because they were a newer team, but that game was neck and neck the entire way. They probably bunted the ball better than anyone we played all day long. So that's a team, when they get their bunts down, they're really tough to beat. And then, like I said, all in, you know, they had us beat in GKO and really should have knocked us out. Unfortunately for Kegels, they always seem to get put in the hardest pool. You know, I give them credit, and they always give me a hard time at the bar because I never know who's on their team, or I'm never picking them to go very far. But they definitely have the toughest pool here.
Well, I think weather is going to play a lot in it because last weekend it was beautiful here, and then today it was kind of crappy this morning, but right at come 6 o'clock, 6:30, just started coming down. It's thundering. So, but I know if it does what I think it will, that'll rain in the morning, and then it'll clear up. And if that happens, it's going to be so hot outside.
Okay, so, but you won't be dealing with like cold weather like Atlanta is, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not going to be cold like that.
If it's not DC hot, then I can deal with it.
Yeah, my cleats melted up there.
Yeah, that's a whole nother hot.
That was awful.
We're such complainers. DC's too hot, Atlanta's too cold.
Yeah, it was. No, I don't want to do that again.
So just so we aren't talking ourselves, is there a link to this podcast? Because I'm just seeing popping up on my phone that no one can get a link.
Oh, really? It was. I know.
Where they post some and then it disappeared.
I know Fizbeck posted it for me.
Yeah, I got a couple people asking me for the link too.
I have no friends. No one's asking me.
That's my Ashley.
Well, we'll go ahead and finish it. I know it's recording, so we could always post it afterward. But
okay.
I think she put it on. I think she put it on the women's group, or at least she told me to. Okay, so we'll go ahead and review Pool C real quick. I'm in that pool, so I'll go ahead and review that one. We have Flying Vajays, the Empire, SMMO, and Keep It Tight. You know, obviously the Vajays and Empire probably the two cream of the crops in this pool. You know, the Vajays are coming off a really good tournament in GKO as they made the Final Four, and they gave Ina a really good fight. I think the score in that game was like 11-7. And then SMMO looks like a team from Orlando. They don't have much tournament experience, but from what I've heard, they do play quite a bit, and they come from a league that kicks the ball a lot more. So they may have a rough adjustment with all the bunting that we do, or that you ladies do. But with the talent that they have, from what I heard, you know, they may be able to pick up a victory or two. And then Keep It Tight. I didn't know much about them. It looks like they're more of a local Jacksonville team. So I think someone from Evolution is coaching that team, and I looked at all the names on the roster, and I didn't see much else except for girls playing on that team. So I don't see them doing much. But let's go ahead and jump into the pool winners. I'm going to have you guys pick different pools than you're in because I don't want you picking your team to win the pool. So let's go ahead and have Ashley Semler. We're going to have you pick Pool B winners. That's Bombshells, High Beams, Transformers, and Troublemakers. Who do you have coming out of that pool as the 3-0 seed?
Choose wisely, Ashley.
You don't know where I live, so I'm okay.
David.
All right. Who was in that? There was Bombshells, Transformers,
High Beams, and Troublemakers.
High Beams, Troublemakers. To be honest, my pick would come down between High Beams and Bombshells. I'm stuck between those two on who's going to take it.
Well, you got to pick one.
If I had to pick one, I would pick Bombshells.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Just because I know in Arizona when we played with no subs, that was hard. You worked a lot, so hopefully maybe High Beams can prove me wrong, but I think Bombshells will take that pool.
Definitely a fair assessment. All right, let's go with, let's have Phyllis do Pool C. Just to remind you, that's Flying Jays, the Empire, SMMO, and Keep It Tight. Who do you think is going to win that pool?
I think that the top two are obviously Empire and Flying Jays.
Right.
Flying Jays, they went far in GKO, and they I think they lost 7-11 to Ana or Hey Now.
Hey now.
But I mean, you always put together a good team, and the Empire's gone. Have you gone to the championship every single time, or like Final Four at least? So
Yeah, well, there's only been 2 women's events, and we've made it.
I mean, I would pick you guys to go out of that pool as the winner.
Okay. Now let's jump. Let's have Noce pick the winner of Pool A, where we have Ana, Lip Service, Kegels, and All In. She's still there?
She left the group, but I don't see her back in again.
Okay, I think we lost her.
Well, that's rude of her.
I'll go ahead and pick it for her.
I'll be Lauren Noce again. Okay, what are the pools? Who's in the pool?
We have Ana or A Now.
Hey Now, okay.
Lip Service, Kegels, and All In.
I'm gonna go A Now.
A Now, okay.
A Now.
Bold pick, out on a limb right there.
But those are my peeps.
Okay, so let's put it all
down.
throwing gang signs up.
Yeah.
Let's put it all together, and let's stick with you. And I know we talked about this beforehand, and let's hear your Final Four.
All right, Final Four. I have Ana, Bombshells, the Empire, and Flying Jays.
You said Ana,
Yep.
Empire,
Mhm.
Bombshells, and the Jays.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty solid to me.
I would love for you guys to knock out Ana, would knock out Flying V, and would have an Empire Bombshells championship.
Nice little rematch from GKO.
Little rematch, little redemption. Redemption is sweet, and I want to pick my team. I'm going to say we're going to take this because we have this thirst.
Well, I didn't ask you who you think's going to win the championship.
Oh, my bad. Low stand.
Let's jump to Ashley and have her pick her top 4 teams.
My Final Four is the same. Flying V, Ana, Bombshells, and Empire.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and make it a little different.
You want Noce's Final Four?
Oh, that's right. It can't be the same person. It's got to be different.
I'm gonna have, what team is she on?
She's on High Beams.
I'm gonna have the High Beams, Flying VJs, Lip Service, and Ana.
All right. So we got Lip Service sneaking in there.
Yep.
We made it.
I
I'm telling you, that's a team that can get in.
know they can. They're good. I know they have Amanda, and you guys got some good peeps. So.
Okay. Well, my Final Four is going to be Empire versus Bombshells, and then I have Ana playing All In. All In is my dark horse team. I think that they're going to make a run in this tournament. Make the Final Four. Their defense is really solid. They do struggle to score some runs, but if you're not getting your bunts down the line, they just eat you alive. And if you don't have enough speed, they throw you out at second. So it's a team that we had a lot of issues with, and I think a lot of other teams will as well.
Are they a kicking or a bunting team more, would you say?
Or
a little mix?
It's neither one.
Hi, girl. Look who's back.
Thank you for joining us again.
About time.
Technology. Shit, I thought I'd be better at this.
Yeah.
It took me like 3 hours to figure out how to do this, so don't feel bad. Yeah, back to All In. I wouldn't say that they're a kicking or a bunting team. You know, they pretty much play solid. kickball like everyone else, bunt the first two on, move them over, and kick them in. They did score their 3 runs on us on a kick over the right fielder's head, so they definitely can kick. But it's definitely a team with just defense, and they're coached really well. And again, like I said, if you don't get your bunts down the line, they're just going to get you out every time. So you got to play well. So Noce, since you're back, and did her fake predictions for you, but we'll have you go ahead and do your final four.
Yeah. Here we go.
Wait, say it again.
No, go. What's your predictions?
Final four.
Final four? All right, so this is super boring because they're probably the pretty typical.
Spice it up.
Anna, what? Did I say that right?
Hey now.
BJ's. Whatever. I have them doing very well, so forgive me for pronounce the name. You're gonna do very well. VJ's, Bombshells, and Empire. Final four? No, they're the top 4 going into.
Those are 4 of them.
That's 4. That's good. You don't need the champion.
We only get 4.
Well, no, those are the 5. So those are the top 4 out of pool play.
Okay.
I have some upsets in the play-in round. So I actually replaced Bombshells with High Beams because I think
there you go.
Oh, okay. You can log off right about now.
Well, I think people are watching this.
The way my pools ended up working.
Go ahead.
It's like a rave with the switches.
Well, I'm pretty sure people are watching this because someone just asked me if I was doing this from my car. So.
There you go. It says we have 4 viewers.
Take your shirt off, Ashley. Maybe don't wear a bra next time.
We'd have a lot more viewers.
Well, if I went running without a bra, I'd knock myself out, and I don't need to be doing that. Not yet. I'll wait for you to come up here.
We don't want bruises on your eyes for JKO.
No, I already got knocked out by my own player at COED down in South Florida when we ran into each other.
Yeah.
Excellent analysis here right now. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to have you guys pick who you think is going to win the tournament, but you cannot pick your own team.
That's it.
You cannot pick your own team because no one wants to hear you pick your own team. It's not fun.
Very fun.
It's a snooze fest.
Hey, Noce gets the pick.
So yeah, Noce, let's start with you. Who do you think is going to win the tournament?
Oh, shit. I'll never get it right.
Who do you pick, Noce?
Oh, wait, did you hear me?
No.
Okay, so, again, I'll never get it right.
Hey now.
Anna.
Hey now.
All right, hey now. They're not a tournament.
So you're going shock. You got them winning back-to-back tournaments.
You got them. Would it be a?
So they have mostly the same players. I mean, they're only missing 5 of their huge roster from GKO.
I
so
mean,
I'm sure
they a large number.
But they had a very large roster.
Oh, like VA hustle status?
They have a large roster.
Yeah. I mean, they're bringing 14, so most teams are bringing between 10. Hey, and 14.
14 is a great number.
Yeah, so I think that they've probably whittled it down where, I mean, there could be, I don't know the team well enough to say some of their studs won't be there, but I'm sure they will, so.
Yeah, every team's always missing someone. I know we're missing 2 girls, and I'm sure you guys are all missing a few players. So that's pretty normal, but I think 14 is a solid number. All right, let's go with the fake Lauren Noce. Let's have her prediction.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. It's not the Bombshells. I'm gonna go with the Empire.
Empire, look at that, getting a little love.
You guys keep, making the run. I'm gonna say if we don't win it, you do.
Okay, we appreciate it. We really don't want to go to another championship and lose again. I think, would you guys go to 3?
Well, welcome to the bombshells. Always second best.
We're gonna break the bombshells record.
Can we not be fucking number 2 always? So I mean, yeah, it's not fun, but it's like you get to that level and you know you can do greater things. So yeah, you guys definitely have the talent. So
yeah, it's exciting and frustrating at the same time because you want to win the tournament, but you've done so well that it's hard to be upset as well. But after a while, it gets old. So
for sure.
Hopefully we can turn that around in this tournament, and at least not get run ruled in the championship game. All right, Ashley, let's go ahead and hear who you think's gonna win.
I'm gonna go with Flying VJs winning this one.
Excellent choice. Any reason behind that?
I sat and I watched the V game versus ANA today, and there was just 1 or 2 errors that V had, and it went downhill. But I think they can do it. I think they can pull it off.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. I watched that game twice, and had I not known who had already won, I would have thought that the Jays were going to win that game. I thought they looked like the better team the whole time, and they just made 1 or 2 huge mistakes that cost them like 2 or 3 runs, and that's what makes ANA so good is that they capitalize on those mistakes. But I felt like the Jays really were able to kind of produce their own runs, where ANA took advantage of the Jays' mistakes. So if the Jays put it together, they can definitely take it down. It's one of those teams that when they're running full steam, they're really hard to beat. And obviously they have Fizbeck playing third base for them, rent a third baseman as I like to call it. So that helps them out as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Bombshells to win. I think that they've got a lot to prove. They were really disappointed with their JKO tournament, and there's just a lot of talent on that. Hi, dog. There's just a lot of talent on that team, and I think they're at a point where they need to put it all together and make a statement. I think this is a good tournament for them. They made the championship game in this tournament last year, losing to Killer Instinct, and Killer Instinct isn't going to be there, which is a bit surprising and disappointing because that's a tough team that makes this tournament a better tournament. But
yeah, for sure, they're always good to play against and competitive game.
Yeah, and that was a close game last year. Would you guys lose like 4-3 or something like that?
Yeah, they always seem to have our number, and they're like one of those teams we get so close and we can't exactly finish the whole game, but. I mean, I always look forward to playing them, and hopefully we'll be able to beat them soon.
Yeah, I think they've been bitten by the pregnancy bug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, I know. Sins was bitten by the
pregnancy I can't get bitten by
that. That's what you think.
Yeah. That one you gotta plan out a little.
Pregnancies are ruining women's kickball.
That's like my hat says.
You can look at that 2 ways.
Exactly. I'm a fuck boy who doesn't want to fuck boys.
I thought it said luck.
I like our picks.
Luck boy.
No, I mean, you see what it says. I like our picks. I like that everyone picks someone different. One thing that we haven't gone over in any of the other podcasts is awards, and I think it'd be interesting to hear who you guys or who you ladies think would be early recommendations for MVPs. I'm going to ask you not to pick anyone on your team, but give me 1 or 2 names of girls that you've seen that have really impressed you, or girls that you think can really run away with the award. We'll go ahead and start with Ashley.
I'm going to say Lisa Newton this year.
Okay.
I'm going to go with her. She's definitely from last year. I mean, always heard Fizbeck and everything, and then Newton and I played up in D.C. together, and she's got a bomb of a leg, and fast as hell. So, but I definitely think she can run away with it this year.
Yeah, another great player. You know, obviously plays Charger. No, she plays Charger every inning, doesn't she? She play anywhere else for you guys?
Uh, she could, but
Good, I know she can.
no, does not.
Okay, I know. I coached her once and was dumb enough just to stick her in the outfield the entire time and bat her seventh, but that was before I knew who she was.
Okay.
And yeah, and I think she played with Bombshells one or two tournaments last year, and I think she played. Was she just in the outfield for you guys too?
Yeah, we were dumb as well.
Okay, I mean she's a stud in the outfield too, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
it's not like you can put her anywhere different. All right, great pick, Ashley. Let's go ahead with Phyllis. Who would be your pick for early MVP?
Honestly, I was gonna pick Lisa Newton. I don't know if I still can, but
No, you can't. Pick someone else.
oh,
No Lisa Newton, no Lisa Tisbett.
I mean, there's so many good people. Like, I don't know their names, but I'm just seeing like new talent all the time, and I'm like, who is this girl? You know, I
Do you see
mean,
Lex with sunglasses?
what?
Do you see Lex with those sunglasses?
Yeah, it is a little hard. I mean, there's a lot of good teams. Like, the girl, I think it's your catcher on Empire. She is fast. I remember, like, I went to bunt, and my bunt wasn't even like a pop up really, and she like just caught it. It was like skidding the ground, and she caught it. You know, so your catcher, I don't know her name.
That's Janelle.
Backward hat, like I haven't seen much of her, but like just as far as like new talent, like I definitely noticed her, and I'm like, damn, like you got to watch out for her. And I mean, like I was gonna pick Lisa, but there's like so many new girls. I mean, I noticed that girl on your team definitely, so she could be a potential.
Okay. Obviously a good pick. Noce, let's hear it from you.
Clearly, since I can't pick anyone from my team, where all the talent is. No, I'm still gonna pick that. So she's a great player, and she has probably the best arm in women's, and she has enough recognition behind her. So people, I think, just clear vote-wise, because like Phyllis said, like all this other good talent, nobody knows their names. So unless we can get more girls recognized, I think it's going to be the same.
Who are you talking about? Which team is she on?
So no, I said Fizbeck will probably win it again. I mean, just based on recognition, and I mean, I guess if you were going personally, my vote, I mean, she adds a lot to the team. I mean, she's a rented third base or Charger for a reason, and I think she carries a lot to the game. So.
Well, let me ask you all three your opinion on this. I know some girls have voiced their opinion on this. Do you think that Lisa should be able to win the award 2-3 years in a row, or do you think that they should be forced to name a different girl every year, or at least not win it back to back? Because, like you said, you know, we're trying to get more recognition for other girls, and the MVP kind of does turn into like a popularity contest because a lot of people know Lisa, and she plays in almost every tournament. Nothing against Lisa. She's one of the, if not the best player in the game, but do you think you should be able to win the MVP every year in a row, or do you think it should have to go to a different girl? Noce, we'll start with you again.
So I think there should be a limit. Okay. Like what we do in our awards is if after you win it like 3 years in a row, the award is named after you. So like that you keep that recognition, but it gives a chance to other girls to win the award.
That's cool.
But yeah, I think that we should spread the wealth, and I mean that just recognizes more female players in the game if you limit the amount of times people can win it. I don't say just 1 year, I would venture to just make a limit on it, and obviously I don't have the answer on how many years.
Okay. Ashley, how about you? How do you feel about that?
I don't think you should be able to do back-to-back, but I think after 1 year goes by, then eligible go in again. But just so everyone gets there, you can start seeing more people and whatnot. So, because I know my name got voted in, but as soon as I saw Fizbeck's, I'm like, there's no way. No way. She wins. So, but I mean, she's a very, very good player. She goes to just about all the tournaments. I remember I was talking to her about getting the player pack, and I felt so good when I bought my 7. She's like, I bought like 3 of those. I was like, oh, well, okay. So it would be nice if it was like every other year and you couldn't do back-to-back, just so people are looking at other players and whatnot. So.
Okay, and Phyllis, how about you?
I kind of like what Lauren said about how like it be named after you. I think that's cool. Like I think back to back's okay, but I think as far as the voting, I don't know how it was scored. I believe it was like, did captains go or the coaches nominate them, or like
Yes.
that was kind for me. I was kind of like, I wish that the teams would have nominated, because I feel like it would have maybe gotten more people involved, or like more like different names would have maybe came up that necessarily like you said, a popularity contest of favorites, but maybe also too, not just MVP, but like what about like most improved or like breakout player. I think if you maybe gave a couple other options too to have like some kind of recognition, that would be cool as well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. Again, Lisa's great. She's more than deserving of the award. You know, I think since this is a sport that's growing, you know, this isn't the NBA where if Steph Curry deserves the MVP 5 years in a row, he should get it 5 years in a row. You know, it's a little different for us. So I do like those ideas. And then also, I think for voting in general, I think you should have to vote on people, just like the questions I'm asking you guys. I'm asking you about not to include your own team or to evaluate another pool that you're not in. I think the most sincere form of flattery is when someone else picks you from another team. So I think that would be a cool way of voting. Instead of your teammates picking you or your coach picking you, having a coach or a team pick someone else from another team. So I think that that's something that we could go into.
Yeah, I like that too. Like kind of like when I played lacrosse in college, all the teams in the conference, they voted on who they thought were like the best. So maybe you could have like the East Coast vote on the East Coast, and then the West Coast vote for the West Coast because they know each other better. But you know, do something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool and bring everyone together.
Yeah, I agree. And just like college basketball and college football, you know, they have like the coaches, which is something that we could do as well. All right, so we got about 40 minutes, and I think we're pretty good on time. And I talked to Lauren about this real quick before we jumped on. So just want to get your guys' quick opinion. I know that this tournament was supposed to be scheduled next weekend for Memorial Day weekend. And I know it got changed. I don't know if it had to do with fields, or I think I heard that the hotels were like double and triple the price, which that may have had something to do with it. But what are your thoughts? Because I know a lot of the girls on my team were disappointed. There was supposed to be the women's tournament on Saturday and the co-ed tournament on Sunday. So just before we go, I want to get each one of you to give me your opinion on if you'd like a tournament, the women's tournament on Saturday, or if you like the way it is now. And we'll go ahead and start with Saunders.
I was kind of excited when I heard that Jimmy was doing the women's originally on Saturday, because we always have to play on Sunday, and that's been fine. It's been how it's been, but it would have been cool to just be like, all right, switch things up and be like fresh for Saturday, because obviously for us we play more in women, so would have played there and been all fresh for that. And I know a lot of our teams, a lot of our girls play in co-ed, so, and a lot of them play. They're in the Final Four or the championship game, so it's a long day for them, and it would have been nice to see the difference between the Saturday and Sunday, but as far as I think the bar scene and like people, how they scheduled their trips, I think it would have probably made Friday night the more like go out party hard night because the girls was on Saturday. But then when people are trying to get off work and things, I know usually in the past Friday's been a lower key night, like meet and greet. People usually have like sometimes scheduled team dinners that night, and it's more like a chill night before. So I'm not sure how that ended up, but it would have been cool to see it all play out, and I hope that in the future maybe one of the tournaments takes a look at that and says like, oh yeah, let's try this out, because it would be interesting. But then maybe Sunday could be like more of a Sunday fun day, and I know like how we did it in South Florida in the past, like Sunday fun day, McSorley's is a shit show, and everybody just has a blast. And I know like honestly, like Sunday fun days have been one of like some of the most the most fun times I've had at tournaments. So like in Austin and things like that. So it could make Sunday really awesome too. So you never know. But I think that we should try it at least once just to see.
Yeah, I think one of the concerns is the attendance at the bar. I mean, you personally, are you more inclined to not go out before a women's tournament, not go out before a co-ed tournament, or you're just going to go out? I see Noce laughing because they all go out before.
Yeah, well, let's see. I'm pretty sure.
We'll get to your team, Noce. Hold on a second.
Noce. I'm laughing because we went out till like 5 a.m. at the gay bars, I think, on, what was it, Friday night. We fucking got so wasted. And newly engaged Jen McNeil ended up in a bush, all scratched up. And I was like, sorry, Scott. Oh, it was Noce's fault.
That's phenomenal. So no is the answer to that question for both of you. Noce, we'll go ahead and jump to you. Obviously, I know you guys like to go out till 3 and 4 in the morning for co-ed and women. So is there any special reason you prefer Saturday or Sunday?
I actually like the setup that it has.
Okay.
So as far as travel arrangements, it sucks because most of the time the women have to take off for Monday to play through. But even thinking about it, the women's tournament is usually smaller. So you might be able to get a flight out on Sunday if you really need to, versus a co-ed tournament, which has maybe roughly double the amount of teams. So you're asking a lot more people to take off that Monday, just thinking logistically. And so I guess women's, they're less of an impact in co-ed, so they're not getting super worn out on, well, I guess the argument about how much of a women are impact on the co-ed game, if we revisit that, I mean, women can make a difference in the co-ed game, but they're not the key positions, so they're not wearing out your key players in the co-ed game. So the handful of women that play in co-ed, I don't think that makes a difference for Sunday, although I guess vice versa, if the women play on Saturday, I guess they'll still make the same impact on Sunday in the co-ed game. So I don't see a reason to change. It'd be cool to a bigger tournament that has a lot more women's turnout, like say maybe Nashville or something, where there's a lot of women's teams.
Okay.
It'd be a good one to test at, because then you're impacting less people's travel plans, just, I guess, thinking logistically. But hey, the party nights don't really matter to me, because
every night's a party.
Do me.
All right, Ashley, I don't think you go out as much as Noce, so let's see if you have a different opinion.
Oh, yeah, I have to stay away from shots, or else I try to walk home. I did that in, yeah, but I go the opposite direction from home. So, I mean, at first when I heard about it, that they were going to switch, it sounded fun and everything, but then I started thinking, I remember when I would charge, I could barely move the next day. I was constantly doing the salt baths and everything and waddling. And it was awful.
During it?
No, a salt bath is the best thing after. Love it.
You're crazy.
But I try. Yeah, I mean, you know us Alaskans, we get wild. So we, yeah, I would rather women's on Sundays, and co-ed on Saturday. I mean, just like Noce was saying, we don't do as much in key positions, but women can make a difference in co-ed. I completely agree with that. But I know I would not be able to move around at all the next day for a co-ed tournament after a women's. I would be dead to the team. It would be worthless.
So it's more about being more than the actual bar scene for you.
Well, I mean, I still go out and whatnot. Before a women's tournament, I'll drink, but not too much, or otherwise, if I end up getting drunk or whatnot, I'm useless the next day. I feel like crap until like 1, and then I'm like, oh, well, let's see if I can do something. Nope, you're done. So it doesn't work out too well. I tried drinking before soccer once, and I took a ball to the face and got knocked out, so I don't do it anymore.
That's like our secret weapon. Like where we started out at the Sea Babes, we take like shots of Fireball in between.
When we won that tournament, our entire team, including me, was pretty drunk.
Like we had players that were like, we were blackout in the championship game. I was like, oh, that's good.
It relaxed everyone, so it works for some people, and I know some girls who roll in hammered and play awesome, and then
just do like double chop downs and kill it.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
our team, we have no problem drinking after the game, after the championship. Here comes Matt with like 18 shots of Fireball, and he's like, all right, dig in. So
that's what Kelsey on our team was like, I can't play unless I'm blacked out. I was like, oh, okay. Like,
where's my handle?
We need some alcohol then. That's where we find Noce.
Yeah.
Just by me. I'll help you out with that department. Alcohol is anonymous. That's not even but.
Well, excellent input. Before we go, Ashley, since you're the local girl, is there anything you want to add about where we need to go? I know they have sponsored bars Friday and Saturday, which I'm unaware of.
I need the local gay bar, Ashley, and the local strip club that I am going to on Saturday night.
Hey, I'll go to the titty bar with you. Those are my favorite.
Boom.
There is one I think has like an all-you-can-eat or something like that. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, well, don't tell me that. That's a different story.
She's not even going to go to the actual bar. She's going to go straight there.
We'll go there. We'll go there for brunch. All right.
Hey, bitches love brunch.
The 2 bars where they have it at for this weekend. Well, Friday, I'm trying to think. It's at the Rec, and that bar is actually, as soon as you go into it, it hooks onto another bar that you can go into. And these bars are surrounded by probably 6 or 7 other bars. So everything's all within walking distance. You're all right there. But and all the bars they're good. The Rec, we've actually, last weekend, we ended up going there all weekend. It's a fun bar. They have the ring toss game. They have, oh shoot, what else is it?
A ring cornhole?
You know, like they have cornhole, but yeah, see, he's got it. The ring toss game where you got to get on the hook.
The testy toss?
Yeah. And so they have that. I mean, the drink specials, those are really good. Oh, you're dirty. But no, I mean, the bar scene, it's really fun. It's great out there. So, and then Zeta for Sunday, their food is awesome. It's a good bar too, but everything is within walking distance.
Does it have pineapple?
Does it have the best pineapple?
Yeah, I love pineapples.
Well, it might have pineapple. If not, I'll bring you a pineapple.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was telling Phyllis that Jacksonville is one of my favorite tournaments just because, everything's all within one area. Have the field that's not too far. And then hotels, you can pretty much, I remember walking back from 4 or 5 bars that we went to back to the hotel. So,
yeah, everything's right there, which is really nice. I know, I'm glad Matt, my boyfriend, just bought it. Well, he has a condo down there, so I'm like, yay, I'll just ride the bicycle.
Perfect.
I can't wait till I'm crashing at his place then.
But I mean, everything's good. Everything's close to the field. I'm pretty sure everyone played there last year, who's on here. But yeah, the bar scene, it'll be great. It's been nonstop every weekend since I've been out there. So
Yeah, always gets weird there. That always something goes down.
yeah, something will probably happen.
Yeah, it's good times though.
Oh yes, oh yes.
All right, well, thanks for letting us know where we need to be, and you guys did an excellent job. We're just under an hour, so is there anything else y'all want to throw in before we log off?
Just love you guys. You know, get your cold cuts.
Everyone be safe on the drive up there or down there.
Never let go.
All right, peace
Right
out.
here.
Never let go.
Thank you, ladies.
I'm right here waiting for you.
Waiting.
Waiting for you.